So it now gives me great pleasure to introduce Saira Salmon. Saira is a long-standing student of the ancient mystery teachings and is herself a teacher who seeks to share knowledge of the deep metaphysical truths which underpin our reality and so help us to survive and thrive in the changing energies of our time. Saira is going to tell us about the dreamer in the land. So assuming Saira is ready, which actually I'm not sure she is. Are you there, Saira? Oh yes, sorry, yes, I couldn't see. Saira Salmon, thank you very much. I think you're on mute, Saira.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Excellent,
Thank
wonderful. You. Right, the dreamer in the land. Who is the dreamer? This is the first question we need to ask. Who is the dreamer? What is it they do? What do they look like? What does it mean to be a dreamer in the land? These are never questions, if I'm absolutely honest, that I ever really set out seeking to find answers to. Although there's always been a very long time awareness of the concept of the dreamer in the land at the back of my psyche. And I assumed, if you'd ever asked me about it, I would have assumed that there was a Brythonic or a Celtic origin to the stories of this, but I sought to write about it. It was just over a year or so ago, and I went seeking through all the books I have, and the many. I even went on Google, and I could find no reference within the works that I have to the dreamer in the land. So I'm not actually sure where this awareness has come from, but there it is. And what I really want to share with you today is how I've come to understand actually who the dreamer is, because it's you and I who are the dreamers. And I've come to understand that this is really a very important energetic archetype for us to be working with at this time. And we need to be consciously aware of it and working with it very consciously. So I'm going to take you on a bit of a journey, a bit of a story, really recounting some of the adventures that I've had along the way in sort of coming to this understanding. And working with the land has been very, very fundamental in getting there. Now, I don't have to tell any of you, I'm sure, that we're living in extraordinary times at these moments. They're times that have been prophesied about for centuries, over many cultures and by many, many mystics. And extraordinary things, we're right in the middle of it, and extraordinary things are beginning to happen and to open up around us. And there is the potential for the earth at this time and humanity to make an extraordinary evolutionary leap in consciousness. That's what we're being told, and that's what you can begin to see play out around us. And it's probably not the first time in the Earth's history that this evolutionary leap has happened, because the fossil record hints that this has happened in the past, that it's part of one of the huge galactic cycles that unfold, where a series of conditions line up. And our solar system at the moment is in direct alignment with the energies which are pouring out of the galactic center. And this seems to be one of the things that's triggering it. But I'm going to speak a little bit more about that a bit further on. So at the moment, we're in the pathway of sort of regular waves of energy, which are coming out from the galactic core, sending an evolutionary stimulus down the timelines. And whether we choose to interact with that as human beings, whether we choose to interact with that energy or not, really is a free will choice, because that's one of the things that defines us, is that we are free will beings. So we are all being asked, will we engage with this process or not? And it's important, I think, to understand that. Because all of us need, in order to engage with it, to leave our comfort zones, the comfort zones of our beliefs, of our relationship with reality even, and what we think we understand about the world around us, because it is changing and it needs to change.